Hello, everybody. Welcome to Amakhosi Venture. This is like, comment, subscribe. Guys, I just want to talk about the guy that you but the guy that we promoted into the senior team and the fact that now we have offered him a 5-year contract. He's 19 currently, so therefore his contract is going to be running until 2029. And the news are coming from Sokaladuma. Sokaladuma says that Kaizer Chiefs have offered a 19-year-old Manqoba Ozemena a 5-year contract, a long-term contract. It says he's one of the youngest players or youngsters who went with the team in Turkey and has impressed the coach. The publication stated when they came back, Nabi recommended that he should be registered as the first team. First positive point should be registered as a first team instead of going to MDC. So now the club has offered him 5-year contracts which will run until 2029. It is a good deal for a young and a promising player. The 19-year-old will join the likes of Fundo Vilakazi, Samkelo Zwane, and Tutuzi Shabalala, penning long-term deals once he signs the new contract. And I just want to park there and speak about this. What I want to talk about is that we are giving this guy a 5-year contract. In the number of years, the 10 years, let me speak about the 10 years or 9 years you say, where we experienced the drought. Whom of the youngsters, the guys who've been promoted, coming from the MDC, actually stood out for you? Mention one. Whom of the youngsters, not promising, but one of the youngsters have made the starting 11 their own? Is it Nkosimpilo Ngcobo? Has he played the entire season without getting injured? What are his stats? Is it Mashiane? Has he really impressed you that much that he's still deserving to be at Kaizer Chiefs? Is it Samkelo Zwane? Is he showing promises, signs of promise, potential? Is it Radebe, Samkelo, showing signs of promise? Is it Ndu Shabalala, showing signs of promise that he has a potential? Is it Vilakazi, showing signs that, you know what, there is something? I mean, it's just been there for like 6 months or a season. Janssen the same. So when I look at these young players, I see, especially under Zwane, that these guys, they got a chance to impress. And under Hunt, they got a chance to impress. And I'm asking myself in this new chapter of Kaizer Chiefs, will these guys play? And the answer for me, because you know that I've done some research and I did say to you that this guy, Nabi, is not afraid to play young players. However, who's going to take this chance with both hands? Is it Mbutu, who played the left back, who's actually not the left back? Is it Vilakazi, whom the coach is giving more minutes? Who's going to actually start and take this opportunity with both hands and cement the starting lineup? Guys, in South Africa, we say 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds are youngsters. But in other countries, like UK, you say you're Manchester City or United, these guys, your Phil Foden, I think he's 21 or 22 already. And this guy already has won championship. He has won UEFA, has won the league, has been a starter, competing, even went to play for the England national team. Your Greenwood was the same, he went and played for the national team. Your Marcus Rashford at a young age. Your Who's this guy? Who's this guy? Bobby now, who played against Manchester United in the FA Cup. I think he's 18 or so. Garnacho is a starter at Manchester United at 19. Haaland, not Haaland, Holland, I think Holland, that's how you pronounce from Manchester United, is trained, I think, is a starter there. There's no player who's experienced as a striker there, and they play Haaland there. And he's a Denmark international already. Is it the fact that our players take long to develop to be like, to play in the top flights because we're lacking the development? Our players they start to get proper trainings once they reach your 14, 16 and whatnot. And by the time, when you are in La Masia, for example, in Spain, by that time, you are playing at the highest level. They even loan you. They even do these things. They even get you into the team. I mean, let me just say, look at Yamal at 16. Played in the Euro now. At 16. Played in the Euro. Is a starter for Barcelona. Coming from La Masia, their academy. Why is it? I'm not blaming anyone. Why is it that our players are taking long to make it into the senior team or promoted to the senior team? And us really calling them youngsters and are not deserving to play in the top flight when they are 19 or they're 20-year-old, and we call them youngsters. And we say, I'm one of those as well who say that, but this guy is still young. When the guy is 20 and whatnot. Is it because of the culture of SA football? Or is it like a general norm that there's no 20-year-old in Africa who can shine in the senior team or who can shine in the national team? Look, for example, a guy now like Mfokeng. It took a foreigner, I'm sorry to say, it took a foreign coach to trust a guy who's 18, 19. I don't know, I'm not sure about his age. Now he's playing even in the Bafana setup and made his debut there. One of the youngest ever players to play there or start there or get a debut there. Does it necessarily have to take a foreign coach to put these guys in a deep end for them to actually make it? When last did you produce, as Kaizer Chiefs, a player who will go and represent us to the senior team and be consistent and even actually knock at the, we used to call them Amakhosi, growing up, and actually be a starter there? Never mind the Bafana, but Amakhosi, the under 23s, are they still even there? Not even sure, but the under 21s, I know they're there. Villegas was called in the under 21, actually did good, scored in the friendlies and all, sure. But is there a pathway for these guys into the Bafana setup? I think under Bros they are. But now into the senior team, we fans, are we going to be patient enough with these guys when the coach is throwing them in a deep end? We see that we are not signing so many players, and some of you are frustrated, but behind the scenes, some of you are not aware of the fact that these teams are rejecting us. They will say that a player is not available, but as soon as another team comes in, then they sell. So say that we are not going to sign anyone at the moment. Are you going to be okay with the fact that these young guys are thrown in the deep end? Or will you want to kill their confidence like some did with Mbutu when he made a mistake? That they booed him, but it took the coach, it took Jimmy Dow, it took the assistant coaches to stand up and say that to the fans, calm down, let's support this guy and cheer this guy. Do we have the patience? Will these youngsters cause us to compete or make us to compete with your Sundowns, with your Paris? I don't know, but I'm hoping. But what I want to talk about, or what I'm talking about is, when these young guys, we are promoting them, do we have that thing, a hope of saying that, you know what, they're going to make it because so-and-so has made it? I don't know, because in the current team, there's no academy player that has really cemented the starting 11 that has really impressed me for most of the season. They showed glimpses of positivity or glimpses of being like proper players, but I haven't seen in ages one of our products making it like your Jabupule, like your Scapi Malache, like your Tetlakupega, your Dr. Kumalo, you say, and others, many more. Do we still promote players for the sake of promoting them, or do we promote them because really, really, really there is something in them? Is it also their off the field attitude that is costing them? Take, for example, the guy Tichan, is it Tichan? I think Tichan, the guy who wants to take Galaxy. Take, for example, Yomdaka. I think they were not patient enough. It could have been the peer pressure, could have been so many other things that they were told that you are ready for the senior team. And you say that, but these guys are already playing in the top flight. And sure, good. However, we can't compare these three teams with, or these two teams with Kaizer Chiefs. The level is not the same. However, I'm also saying that I think they were not patient enough, because soon after that, a guy like your Villegas was promoted into the senior team. But how long does it take for us to promote a player? And when they're promoted, we fans, how long are we prepared to give them till they settle in the senior team? That's the question. And in these young guys who've been promoted to the senior team, how many of them are you seeing, or are you foreseeing starting in the first game of the league? I'm thinking, let me just end there and give me your take. I'm out. FC Amakhosi fan channel. Love you. Sunny. Bye.